Hi guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Maritza. Today, I'm going to be teaching you how you can create a children's activity workbook. Let's begin. The first thing you want to do is you want to go on Google and you want to start researching the type of workbook that you want to do for children. In this case, we're going to do an emotional intelligence workbook for kids. You want to know what the front cover looks like for an activity workbook for children. Remember, if people are not looking for the book that you're about to create, it is pointless for you to actually produce the book. There has to be some kind of audience and demand. Let's stop for a moment, and I need to get your mindset to shift, and it needs to click. When you are thinking about Amazon KDP, and if you want to become a self-publishing author, don't be a chaser and you're chasing the money just because everyone tells you, oh my gosh, yes, you do make money while you sleep. Although it is true, you do make money while you sleep, but still become a purposeful self-publishing author. Publish books that have great purpose, that have impact. And before we continue, think about this. What if you approached Amazon KDP and book publishing as an extension of who you already are on social media? Just think about it for a moment. Who are you on social media? Are you a life coach? Are you talking a lot about parenting? What is it that you're doing? Who's your audience? Who are you talking to every day? Or why are you posting pictures and images on Instagram or posting videos on YouTube? Why not publish something along the lines of the brand that you're building on social media? But more on that on the next video. For now, let's continue. On my screen, you see the Self-Compassion Workbook for Kids. I found this on Google and then I clicked on the link. It was on Amazon. And as you can see, the book cover is pretty simple and it's eye-catching. And then I'm going to go ahead and click on the interior pages and what they look like. And what you see here is that usually a workbook is filled with activities. And these are activities, if you can't come up with them on the top of your head, not a problem. That's why we have ChatGPT. And we're going to go ahead and use ChatGPT so that it can help us come up with some activities for our workbook, the one that we're going to be creating today. There you have it. Provide me with the content for one page within a children's emotional intelligence activity workbook and include one activity. Let's see what ChatGPT comes up with. As we see here, ChatGPT actually gave us a title for the workbook page, Exploring Emotions. Welcome to the Exploring Emotions activity page, emotion, blah, 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 activity, emotion wheel, materials, instructions. Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and use this information. But before we move on, please, if you're using ChatGPT, go ahead and modify this activity. Don't use it word for word. We want to go ahead and make sure that everything that we create for Amazon KDP is unique. And the way we can do that is by creating and putting a little bit of who we are and our thoughts and perspectives. What you're looking at right now is a book cover that I designed. And the way that I designed this, I'm going to go ahead and just design it once again so that you can see how this is done and what I have used. So one of the first things that I did was that I chose the background color. And then once I chose the background color, I went ahead and chose a shape for the side. You can go ahead and present the benefits of this book and what parents can find within the book by putting something like this on the side. And you just mentioned, like I did here, 50 plus activities, help your child self-regulate, help your child identify what they're feeling. Your child will learn how to respond to his emotions, or you could put their emotions, and so on and so forth. So what I went and I did was that I chose a shape. One of the ways that we choose a shape is by going to elements and we click on see all under shapes. And the shape that I chose for this particular design was this one right here. Remember, you can make this your own. You don't have to do exactly what I just did, but it's just an idea of what you can do. And now you can go ahead and choose other colors and other color schemes. For example, instead of orange, we can use maybe a yellow or maybe something lighter that's really bright, something like this. And then instead of using this star shape, we can use something different. And that something different can be, let's go on to shapes, and we can use something like a cloud. We can use this cloud and make it a Just makes it a little bit different. We're going to go here. We could change the color of the cloud. And this is just to give you guys some ideas. I'm pretty sure you can come up with something amazing, extraordinary. But for now, we're just going to go ahead and use this. One of the reasons why I chose this title, The Emotional Intelligence for Kids, is because I would actually create a workbook based on this title because of the information I found on my KDSPY software, which you can go ahead and click down below, and you can click on my affiliate link and check it out. It will give you information, detailed information as to profitable niches, sub-niches. I mean, it's an incredible tool that you can use if you're really serious about self-publishing books on Amazon KDP. Emotional intelligence for kids is something that is very popular. And let me go ahead and show you what I did here. So let me go back, and I clicked on line. Under shapes, see all, I can go ahead and choose a line right here. And then I just use it to just give it some structure. And wait a second. What's going on? So we're going to use it here, expand it there. And then I'm going to duplicate it and then bring it down. Make sure that it's centered. Make sure that it's nicely centered. Perfect. And then what I did was the self-regulation workbook for kids. Self-regulation is a big, big keyword for anything and all things emotional intelligence. So I went ahead and chose that. You can go ahead and put here, you can do something like the ultimate guide for self-regulation or something like that, or a simple guide or the complete guide or something like that. You can definitely write something like that. Perfect. And then now here is a subtitle, and the subtitle that I chose based on the information that I got from my KDSPY software, it says coping strategies to help children handle anxiety, stress, and strong emotions. That is a very strong subtitle. And then we can go ahead and add the subtitle under those black lines. And then, of course, go ahead and choose an icon. We're talking about emotional intelligence. So when you go to under elements and you click maybe kids mind, you can go ahead and search for kids mind. Let's see what comes up. And there's so many things that you can do here. I went ahead and added this element, but you can add something different. It could be something like this, or it could be something like this. This is actually very sweet. This is nice. So we can go ahead and add something like this, make sure that it's centered, and then we can go ahead and add your author name. I'm just going to go ahead and duplicate this. And here you have it. We have a semi-completed workbook front cover. Let me go ahead and just make sure that's good. And then here on the side, we can go ahead and add all this content that we have here on the side. Let me just move this shape just for a moment, and I'm going to click and drag. You're going to see that what's going to happen is that we're going to go ahead and group all of these these small sentences. We're going to click on group right here, and then we're going to duplicate it, and we're going to shift it down. And there you have it. We have it on this page. Let me just go ahead and bring this back. And there you have it. We have a semi-finished page because we have to add something inside that cloud. And what we're going to add inside that cloud is the following: the ages 7 to 10 or 7 to 9. Let me go ahead and just make sure, change the font so that it can match with everything that is here. And then I'm pretty sure you can come up with something amazing. Given that I'm doing this in real time, I'm trying my best to move through this quickly because I know that you are eager to get to your front cover and workbook. Now, what we're going to do, which is what I started to do here in the bottom, is I want to start creating the interior pages of the workbook. I'm going to show you what we're going to do. Do you remember the ChatGPT information that we were searching for before? Perfect. Now we're going to start using it. We're going to copy the Exploring Emotions, the title of the page, and we are going to take it back here, and we're going to put it at the top. Okay, we're going to paste it here. We're going to make sure we change that font. Okay, and put it here at the top, and we're going to make it bold. making it bold. But now we're going to add that activity. So let's go to ChatGPT, and it says, welcome to the exploring emotions, blah, blah, blah. We're going to copy and paste that here. Okay. Oh, wait. Ooh. Add body. Beautiful. And then we're going to shift it, minimize. And then we're going to add it here to the top of the page. And then that's going to be, just some information. This is just an example. It's just an idea. I want to give you guys ideas. I want to go ahead and encourage you guys to think about the many things that you can come up with and create on your own. So let's do that. Exploring emotions. And you know what? Let's go ahead and do it this way. And we can even add a sun, make it fun. Or let's see, what is this? Maybe. Nah, not convinced. We can do something like exploring emotions. Emotions. Let's search under emotions and see what we find here. And we can even use this element, kind of like this. And then we can move this to the side. We're going to go ahead and copy the activity. And yes, remember, we're not going to copy it word for word for our own workbook. So please have that in mind. Now I'm going to click on add a little body text. I'm going to paste it here. All right. And now we just get to modify it. And then let's go ahead and minimize it some more. Stretch that out. Make it a smaller activity. I think this is too much. But let's go ahead and move it here. And I noticed that this is a emotion color wheel. Let me just maximize this. So if this is whoa. All right, let me just go ahead and make this bold. Okay. And then let me make this bold and the instructions bold. And then let's just give it some space in between. And let's just, all right, give it some space. I'm going to bring this up and it says activity emotion wheel. I'm going to search for, under elements, a color wheel. That's what I'm familiar with. So maybe we can do something like this, where we can add a wheel of some sort. And then we can have the emotions be represented by colors. Or let's see, emotion wheel. Let's see if this is actually a thing. Let's see. No. Money wheel. No. It's an emotional wheel. Let's see if I can find something like this. Let me just go for the color wheel. Let's do this. And then what we can do, which is very cool. Oh, whoa, what happened there? I'm going to use this color wheel. I'm going to just, oh my gosh, what's wrong with me today? I'm just going to go ahead and minimize it. And we can add some text to that wheel. Something like, let's do little ones. Sad. Something here. And then we can do something like, I mean, this is pretty cool, actually. Something like happy. Let me minimize it. And something like that. Just go continue to add. Something like this would be cool. And then maybe like a little color wheel or arrow or of some sort. Let's see if this will work. And then we could do something like that. You just continue and we have a color wheel and your activity page could look something like this. I'm going to give you a little tip and we're about to add it right now. Here on the bottom, you want to go ahead and add the section. Let's say here it says exploring emotions. To make this a high quality workbook, you want to go ahead and add something, which I'm going to go ahead and add it now. Let's say you have a section on exploring emotions and let's say that section is 20 pages. Well, this is what you're going to do. I'm just going to maximize this. At the bottom right here to the right hand side, pay attention. I'm going to go ahead and go under elements and I'm going to click on shapes. This is what we're going to do. we're going to create something like this. Okay, this should be fine. Let's change the color. We can make it a yellow, perhaps, or that color that we have up on top. So it's up to you. Now we're going to add some text inside there. Let's say the section is called Exploring Emotions. So what you're going to do, you're going to go here. Let's just minimize this. Let me maximize here. And you are going to write Exploring Emotions because that's part of, you're going to go ahead and type in here, Exploring Emotions, okay? That's what you're going to have here. And the reason why you want this is because a lot of workbooks, they have this information at the bottom. It's just to define the section of this book. You don't have to have this color bar that I just put, this thingy here, the shape, but you can have it for this, for the sake of this example. So what I'm going to do is just change the font, and then we're going to add, I'm going to duplicate it. I love to duplicate things. We're going to add a page number. This is what we're going to do. Bam. So now when I minimize it, guess what? Now it looks a little bit more legit. Okay. And then you can have, and then all you have to do is just duplicate this several times. And then you're going to change the content within here. Okay. Within the page. And you're going to go down here and you're going to change the page number. Okay. This is just the easiest way that I can teach you how to do this. And then page 2, page 3, page 4, page 5. And then whenever this section changes and it's not exploring emotions anymore, it's something else, identifying emotions or something like that, then you would change it to identify emotions and so on and so forth. But this is just one way that you can create a workbook page and make it look legit. Now we're going to go on to something exciting. If you want to go ahead and create A+ content, you must go to your, whether it's paperback actions or hardcover actions on your KDP, whatever book you want to include the A+ content for. Then you're going to click on Promote and Advertise. Once you click on Promote and Advertise, you're going to scroll down and there's where it says A+ content. You're going to choose the marketplace that belongs to you. You're going to go ahead and click on Start Creating A+ Content. Once you're here on the A+ Manager, you're going to click on Add a Module. It's going to allow you to choose, okay, what type of A+ content you want to create for your book listing. For the sake of this example, we're going to do something like this, a standard image header with text. And then, as you can see here, do you see these numbers, 970 and 600? That is the actual size for your A+ content. That's what you're going to plug in onto Canva under Customize Size, which we're going to do in just a minute. Now we're here on Canva. We're going to go ahead and create a custom size. And it's in pixels. It's 970 by 600. Let's go. We're going to go ahead and upload the front cover of the book we designed. Now that we have uploaded it, we're going to choose a background. It could be simple, nothing too crazy. And it could be something like this or something fun, whatever you'd like to do. Now we're going to go ahead and just edit the photo. We're going to add a shadow effect, something like this. Okay. And we're going to increase the intensity here at the bottom. There you go. And now we can add maybe a child, like an image of a child. Let's say a child. And then we're going to click on Photos. And then we are going to, let's see what image. Let's see. I like this one. But let's see. We can add something like this. And we can make him. And then we can put this one here on the side. And then one thing that we can do, okay, we can leave this as it is. You can add some text maybe if you'd like. Now I'm going to go ahead and add a page. And then here at the bottom, one thing that we can include are the interior pages of the book. With A+ content, this is your chance to feature what's inside your book. So we can go ahead and add another image of a child. Let's see, something like this. I don't know. something like this. And we're going to go ahead and add this page. We're going to download it. And the way that you download it is just click on download as a PNG file. It's page number 3. There you have it. It's uploaded. And then we're going to go ahead and just edit the photo. Add an effect here. Add a glow. Leave it as this. And then you can add some content here, such as help your child identify and respond to their emotions. Something like this. Doesn't have to be exactly this, but you can go ahead and do some research and find what are the keywords, what are parents looking for when it comes to emotional intelligence. And I mean, there are a lot of topics that you guys can choose from when it comes to book publishing. We could do something like this. Just change the font to something more fun, more appealing. But I mean, this takes long to go ahead and find the perfect font for your design. Then all that is left to do is you download these pages as PNG files. You go to your Amazon account under A+ content. You upload it here by clicking to the little camera, and voila, you have A+ content. If you have a book idea, but you have zero clue how you want to execute it, you don't know where to start as far as your book cover design goes, you don't know what to do with your interior pages, chapter outline, you name it, go ahead and click on the personalized tutorial request, where I will produce a video tutorial step by step on how you can approach your book idea based on your needs. I hope this video was helpful, and I will see you on the next video. Subscribe, and God bless.